Mm-hmm. Hello, Mary Hallway.
Hello, Kim Barthel. How are you?
I'm really excited about our upcoming.
I am too. I'm very excited about our upcoming webinar, and I'm glad we're doing this to share with people what we're kind of up to. And
This Foundations of Movement, which explores anatomy and kinesiology and the biomechanics of the upper extremity, is a labor of love between the two of us, is it not?
it is. It is. It is.
I know that clinicians often wonder, why do I have to know this stuff? Why is this important to you, this information?
Why is this important to me? Well, and then I'm going to throw that right back at you. It's important to me that we understand the clinical kinesiology or clinical application of kinesiology to the upper extremity. So when we are evaluating upper extremity function and then planning treatments, we can thoroughly understand the foundations of the underlying movement components that go into, the muscles, the biomechanics or kinesiology that goes into how the upper extremity works, because it's very intricate. There's a lot of moving parts. The shoulder girdle, which we will be talking about, is one moving part. And then distally, the hand with all its parts and tendons and muscles and attachments, from the wrist to the metatar, from the metacarpals and the carpals. So many moving pieces that all need to work together. So for us to be able to be efficient in assessing, as well as even more efficient in treating hand function, whether you're working with a child that has a mild a difference or a child with cerebral palsy who has much more involvement in terms of movement functioning. It's helpful at all levels. This is important information at all levels. So.
I always wish, like you, I've been at this a while as the increasing gray hair creeps in, but all the anatomy that I learned in university, it has so much depth of informing us in how it guides our treatment. Here we are 37 years for me into this process. And every time I review anatomy and kinesiology, it adds more and more to my problem solving.
Absolutely.
Because our appreciation for alignment and force production and how it relates to function, what muscles do what when.
Yes.
This is our work.
It's key. It's key. And I have been studying, like you, the upper extremity the body's kinesiology and anatomy. I have such a great appreciation for therapists, at least in this country, who are certified hand therapists, because it takes a lot of understanding to be able to correct the mechanics of the hand via surgery or any kind of some of those adult injuries or issues that come into play. I have such great appreciation for that information because, the more you study it, the more you realize you don't know a lot, and you need to keep learning. So we're excited to share this workshop with everybody to really help give them a foundation for upper extremity movement. And should we talk about the key piece of this Foundations workshop, which is a prereq?
Yes.
For taking the series, which Kim and I decided to design, because we feel like there would be definitely interest, we hope, in the therapy community to understand assessment and treatment from an NDT perspective, but we will be bringing other things in the treatment aspect. But this Foundations course is going to be a prereq, right, Kim?
Correct. And whether you are a new graduate or a rather seasoned clinician, there are different pathways into this series. So we have 2 parallel tracks, and one track is for people who are entering into the learning of neurodevelopmental treatment from the beginning of time. And so the Foundations series that we are offering this weekend on the 17th and 18th of June will lead you into that pathway. And if you're an already certified neurodevelopmental treatment therapist, we have another pathway that you could join us that will support you in evolving your skills and also will require that prerequisite of the first course.
Right. And I just want to make a comment about those who are CNDT, as those folks that are listening that are CNDT realize there's so much information when you take your basic course that even if you've gotten some of the kinesiology, upper extremity kinesiology, anatomy, because we talk about that in the OT week, that this will go in deeper and also will help refresh if it's something that you've gotten certified a while ago, will refresh, and also will help as we move into part 2 and 3 for those who are CNDT to help deepen your clinical reasoning process from the practice, NDT practice model frame of reference.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that you understand, those of you who are interested, that there are 2 ways that you can attend this particular Foundations for Upper Extremity Movement. And one is you are welcome to join us live on Friday, June the 17th from 3 till
3 to, it's 4 hours this Friday.
Yes, 3
It's-
till 7.
4 hours. It's 4 hours. Yeah. 3.
Yes,
yeah.
3 till 7 p.m.
7, it's 4 hours. It's an 8-hour course.
Right,
Oh,
Pacific time. And on the 18th of June
from
from
8
a.m. until
noon.
11.
8. No, noon.
Noon, 8 till noon.
Yeah.
And those of you who cannot or didn't know that you could attend live, you can also attend through observing the recording.
Right.
So this particular set of learnings will be recorded and then available for purchase so that you can still access the future tracks and manage the prerequisite requirements.
Yep. Yeah.
And so kimbarthel.ca, which is the website that Relationship Matters and Mary Hallway together are going to host the recordings, is one pathway to access. And for live, please come to ndta.org.
Right. And NDTA will be hosting the other recording, what we're working on. So 3 pathways to get, and again, the part 2 is going to be at the end of July.
Yes.
The last 2 weekends in July, one for CNDT and one for non-CNDT. And you can find all of that information at ndta.org under education and webinars.
We look forward to seeing you and want to ignite your passion for supporting children with upper extremity challenge.
Exactly.